story, hit that like button and make sure that you share this video. This is a breaking story that I seen just come across my ticker here. YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy, was arrested. Once again, NBA YoungBoy arrested once again. This time, yeah. Well, here's another update that just came across my screen here. According to TMZ, it says according to cops, YoungBoy and a female companion named Starr were hanging out in a hotel room, where a housekeeper entered the room and saw YoungBoy allegedly arguing, with Thigpen. He says Thigpen attacked one of the maids, striking her in the face.
Damn.
The police report was obtained by TMZ, states that the fight spilled into the hallway until the housekeeper could get away and call the cops. When the cops arrived, both YoungBoy and Thigpen were arrested. That's his update, on that story.
So that lady get charged for aggravated assault if she wants to.
Yeah.
Which is even more serious than if the NBA YoungBoy put his hands on her. That might be more serious. You assaulting.
My thing is like
maids and shit now.
The thing is like stuff happens, but when you're a celebrity, every little thing is put under the microscope. Like this probably happened up the street from here. Somebody got into a fight with a girl or something, they got arrested. It's misdemeanor, quote we. But when you're a celebrity, it just looks like, oh man, they're in trouble. And just because they get money, we always say, how come they didn't do this better? They don't really change you for the better.
Yes,
people still doing the same things, they were doing. They probably been doing more reckless. We all know the people we come up with, like guys who just, running these entourages, they smoking weed in a car. They might have pills, guns, all types of shit. And they just recklessly living out there, not giving them. I knew a few cats like that coming up. And they would always be in and out of jail, and they just really didn't give a fuck, regardless. And they didn't really think, too clearly. We talk about the people, who pose on internet with guns and all types of drugs and stuff. They're not thinking clear enough to say, you know what? I might be putting myself in harm's way or snitching on myself, which is another thing that we got to talk about. I always wanted to talk about this when people were getting arrested, for, pretty much snitching on themselves. Does that make you a snitch too? If you're snitching on yourself?
It's the worst snitch it could be.
You know what I mean? Like, can we call you a rat? Can we call you a rat for snitching on yourself?
You're a rat that eats yourself. You're a cannibal to yourself. It's disgusting.
Right.
And when you look at it, it's a shame. Last thing to just end this whole NBA YoungBoy situation, put the goddamn do not disturb sign up. And then nobody can come in your room. You ain't never been in a hotel.
Right.
Lady can't just barge in your room unless you ain't respond. She ain't just walk in there. She had to knock, say housekeeping, knock again. Then she walked in the door, job. Put the do not disturb sign up, man. Keep it moving.
Definitely. See, that is what it is, man. Once again, a lot of times the problem with this thing here is these guys be on papers, you know what I mean? And, they get a charge and they give him more time. So, hopefully that young man can get himself together. He is a young boy. Look at his name. So,
yeah,
it just seems like he's just in and out of jail. But that kind of is what it is, man, here on the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Oh God, and Sam. And I don't know if you've seen this, Sam, man. The new Aladdin. I don't know if you've seen this, but your boy Will Smith is going to be playing Aladdin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's been getting dragged. A lot of people, I've put saying a lot of nasty comments about that, according to this article here. What do you think about it?
I'm not going to drag Will Smith right now, but I'm not impressed with it.
Nah, definitely.
Wish it was. I would rather hear his voice on like a Pixar kind of cartoon kind of thing. That live action Aladdin with him sitting up there looking crazy. It looks crazy. Now, I'm looking forward to The Lion King. I ain't gonna lie to you. That comes out in June, and you can see like live action when it comes to animals and shit like that. That's gonna be dope. But to do live action with Aladdin and have him sitting up there looking crazy, I can see how people are clowning him. But I'm not gonna.
I'm just like, I'm definitely not gonna clown him, on that. But I think he can just use his talent for so much. It's so much better, like movies. I mean, because when you see like back in the day when we seen Will Smith like Independence Day, he was kind of moving, towards like a whole nother, different type of, the comedian type goofy actor to some serious roles. He did real well. Hasn't been much that I've been really, Pursuit of Happiness was good, Enemy of the State. But a lot of the movies that Will Smith does, man, it just really don't impress. Just me. Don't impress me like that, man. I think he could do better. That's just my opinion.
And that's a shame because he's one of the guys growing up. Will, Martin, you know what I mean? Cosby's, these are our guys. You know what I mean? And like you said, Independence Day, Big Willie Weekend. We was out there watching that. Men in Black, we was watching that. But like you said, he started transitioning and getting the more serious roles, and it was looking like it could be an evolution. That brother's making money. He's paid. I mean, I know that's not everything, but a lot of people are going to say he's rich and all this stuff. He could do better roles too.
That's some clown shit, man.
Bad Boys 3 is coming out, but even that's going to be, it's going to be great. Awesome movie. I can't wait to see it, but that's even kind of comedic. And
do you think that, you know, that's going to live up to the hype? Bad Boys 3 is going to be hard. What do you think about that?
It's going to be hard. I think people are going to be excited to see it. Yeah. I think a lot of people are just going to be excited to see it, like they're excited to see a building, but I don't know if it's going to be much substance to it.
Oh man, speaking of that, yeah, see, we ain't even gonna, you know, people gonna listen to this podcast. You know, somebody said that they bought a building, you know, somebody, but yeah. We gonna get to that real soon. We just want to keep mum's the word. No, we got something for y'all on that one. But yeah, man, that is what it is, man. The Uncensored Truth podcast. Another one in the books.
Got one more thing for you, man, real quick.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah.
They got Kareem Hunt. Now we all know Kareem Hunt, the ex-Kansas City Chief running back. Sources tell ESPN's Adam Schefter that Hunt signed a 1-year contract. He will be a restricted free agent after the contract expires, meaning the Browns will control his rights after next season. The Kansas City Chiefs released Hunt in December after the video of him kicking a woman in February. The statement from the Cleveland Browns say that he deserves a second chance. Now, sources close to the situation tell ESPN's Dan Graziano that the discipline process was still ongoing and nowhere near done. A source told Graziano, that Hunt met with NFL investigators in January as a part of the process. Browns general manager John Dorsey drafted Hunt for the Chiefs in 2017 when Dorsey was the GM. I want everybody to know we've done extensive research in regards to this case. This player, Dorsey told reports during media availability Monday, he understands it takes full responsibility for the egregious act he committed. He is extremely remorseful for his actions. Oh, God, what's your thought on that, man? Hunt being 23 years old,
Hey, he's that young?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just came out a few years ago. That's right. Yeah, that's you know, he definitely deserves a second chance. Definitely, man. You know, unfortunate situation he was caught in. Things happen. People learn from him. I mean, I'm sure it scared the shit out of him. You know, probably could have been a difference in them winning going to the Super Bowl. Who knows if he would have been in there for the Chiefs?
Very true.
You know what I mean? But he was a great running back. So I don't like the choice of teams. You know, Browns are not really.
Don't sleep on them right now, man. They got something. I mean, I know history. I mean,
you never know.
They got something going on over there right now.
You go up.
Yeah, they got some time. They had to go up. They did shit for 20 years, but they got some good going on over there in Cleveland. My response to him getting a second chance is obviously I feel like everyone deserves a second chance in some aspect or another. When you look at a kid that's 23 years old, obviously he made a mistake. Shouldn't have put his hands on that girl no matter the situation, even if she was hitting him. I'm telling you right now, guys, I hear this all the time. I get a lot of slack for this. Oh, no, fuck that. Listen, you don't win that situation. You don't win. You better learn how to duck, fucking bob and weave, Mayweather her ass, but you cannot put your hands on her because the second you do, you're wrong and your ass will be sitting in jail. Is it worth it? It isn't.
If you're trying to, I mean, here's what I'll say. You know, not to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I mean? No, don't put. But I mean, if it's a life or death situation, you gotta get out of that situation. We're not going that far with it. I'm not saying, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. We're not condoning hitting a woman, but
life-threatening situations.
Right.
Obviously, take care of get out of there with your life.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, in regards to Kareem Hunt, best of luck, man. Hopefully, if you learn from your mistakes, can't throw out any more nonsense because you're about to get dragged for a whole year. You know the women ain't gonna stop; they're gonna be on.
Yeah, just win some games, it'll go away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But you know, get 1,000 yards too. But I also, before we go out of here, man, I want to talk about this on the way out. This story right here. What do you think? Damn, I forgot what story I was going to talk about. Damn, never mind.
Be like that.
Yeah,
it's a live show, man.
Yeah. It's all good. It wasn't really that important anyway.
We'll get to it tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. But another episode, hopefully it pops in my head before we get out of here. Another episode of the Uncensored Truth podcast in the book with your brother, Oh God, and Sam, man. Going in today on this Thursday. Be sure to join in with us Friday night at 8 p.m. We got a special show lined up. I'm telling you, it's going to be real special if everything pans out. But nevertheless, we will be live on Hip Hop News Uncensored at 8 p.m. You're going to want to be in the building for that show, definitely.
Shout out to the people watching on Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored, and of course the Uncensored Truth Podcast official channel. If you're not subscribed to one or two or all three of those platforms, make sure you hit that subscribe button now, the notification bell to get all the alerts. We drop different content on all three platforms. We are not playing. We are the content kings. We show that will work indeed. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play to get the audio version of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. We're going to start giving you guys some special exclusive content over there coming within the next couple of weeks or so. Got some great things lined up. Like Old Guy said, Friday night, you're not going to want to miss this one. Real excited. We're going to peel that onion back layer by layer.
Yes, sir.
You heard? But yeah, man, We love it, man. Another episode. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
Peace.